Hey everyone, John Henry here from support at SchoolOfTrade.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at this wave pattern short. Now, this is, in a sense, almost a second chance entry here, where taking a look at this very high here, we did push down and come back up and give us our entry, but this wasn't quite valid. The swing low just didn't give us enough, and we didn't have that signal reset quite yet. So this next push down that we've gotten now, that's given us a signal reset. So you can see now that we're to a 2 and then now a 1, and we're basically creating a 2 to a 3, and then hopefully down to a 4. So we'll be looking for an entry here. This is more of an aggressive pattern just because the cloud isn't in the most favorable places, but with as steep of a sell-off as we've had here, it's definitely a little bit more beneficial in this case. So right now we've got my entry sitting at 103.57, 364, 371, 380, and also the 386. Just because this is basically the top of so far the top of today, I'm more than comfortable enough to add that final one in the last chance zone there. So we're looking to begin scaling in our position. The overall target's going to be down here at 103.19 at this swing low, and so basically all we're waiting for now is to have a little bit move up to get some of these fills in, and then a move back down to start filling our targets. So we'll be back once we start filling our targets, or once we start filling our entries rather, and then preferably maybe after we get our first target off. So we will come back and see how it does. Okay, we're back. We got two fills in. Our average position's at 103.60 right now. You can see that on the right side. Once I uncover it, the brown area right there. We had the initial entry right there, as well as the halfway back area there. And we're looking for, if this does continue to go higher, we're looking at filling the rest of them on the way up. I do have the initial target in right here at 103.51. And then the final target down here at 103.19. If we do continue higher, I'll begin adding some of the other areas in as well. We're just kind of keeping an eye on this and seeing what it's going to decide to do here. It's looking like we're starting to form kind of a topping area. I do have my stop in up here at 103.94 for 2 contracts because I've only got the 2 contracts on so far. So we're looking like we're getting a little bit of a push down. We have had one of our reversal bar patterns right here in purple, if you can see that right there. So that's a nice sign. That's good to see, especially just getting into the trade here. So we're looking like we're just kind of meandering around at this moment. So what we'll do is once we start getting these targets filled, we'll come back. Now what I'm looking for is if we continue to fall from here, I'll be looking for my first target at 103.51. My stop will move 1 tick above this to 103.68 in this case because that's 67.
Order filled.
And it looks like we just had that filled. So let me drop this by 1 contract here, and then we'll move that 1 tick above there. And now because I've got my stop in, I can cancel the rest of my sell orders, and this trade is pretty much a freebie at this point. We've gotten that first target off. My risk at this point in time is 8 ticks, and that first target that we just took off was 10. So if we get stopped out now, we've made 2 ticks overall. Definitely not what I'm hoping for. I'd rather see this fall out of bed. But as of right now, if we do break this, I can get rid of some of this stuff and unclutter it a little bit now. If we do break this low down here at 103.36, then I'll be looking to begin trailing my stop along with this move. So preferably we'll get another bounce further down. We are having a little bit of a push back up, but we'll come back when either our stop or our targets hit. Okay, we're back. Looking like we're probably going to get our stop taken out here for another 8 ticks. We did have this push down, this initial push down here, but we just didn't get quite enough legs to push into our 103.19 target. Now, we do have a lot of support areas down here, so I know a couple people probably took their profit off of there. Because my stop was already locked in and I've already been trailing it down, I'm more than willing to give some of that back in order to get that overall profit target. But we'll see what happens here. Like I said, we're getting close to most likely getting stopped out here. And that'll be a 16 tick total on the trade. The first one at +8 and the second one at +8. So we'll give this a second here and then see what happens. And looks like we're getting a push up. Came about a tick away from our stop here. Most likely going to get stopped out. But again, I'm more than happy with taking another 8 ticks out of this, even though it did go down in my favor. We did get stopped out, by the way. I have my first target was taken off, my trailing stop was kicked in. Overall, still a pretty solid trade. Just didn't end up the exact way that we wanted to see it end up, but overall, still a pretty good trade. So, if you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Have a good one.